everybody, welcome back to the Handmaidens. Happy Earth Day. Today we're celebrating Earth Day at my house, and I've got some young handmaidens here to help me do the right thing. And what we're doing today is we're planting some fruit trees in my miniature orchard. Here we have helping, we have Troy. Give a wave, Troy. And we have Aston. And there's Dorothy. You've met Dorothy before. They're planting an Italian plum tree because it's important to have trees. We know that, right? And one of the things they're doing right now, if you can see, is they're using pitchforks and shovels, and they're getting up the sod. We're planting 3 trees today. We've got 2 other different species of plums. We have Asian plums over here that we're going on the other side to flank the driveway. And we just hope that everybody here is taking this day as an opportunity to make a difference. I like to think that planting trees do make a difference, because not only do we get, we get oxygen, that's the most obvious thing, but it also is good for the economy. You got to buy these trees. Somebody's planting them and growing them. It's a good habitat for animals. It is. What are some of the good things we talked about? What's good for plants? Having trees. Shade. It's good for shade. It's good for the water supply. It's good for the soil. It's good for the food that we're going to get. I'm going to get plums. I've got peach trees. I've got apple trees. I lost my pear tree. I don't know why, and a few other things. But it's good to be self-sustaining. Now here we see the girls. There's Savannah and Mondo and Laura. We can see them, and they are backfilling with the soil. It's very important when planting a fruit tree that you use the same soil. Don't get all fancy and putting in, manure or fertilizer or anything for your first year, because you want those roots are going to have to work. They got to do the work. And if they get all spoiled with the good stuff that you're going to backfill in there, then they're not going to reach out into the ground. So you want to make those trees' root system work. And when you dig the hole, you should be digging it twice the size of the root ball that it comes with.
Oh, and we learned about a square today.
Yes, and then my friend Rhonda came over, and she said, "Hey, what are you guys digging round holes for? You got to dig a square hole, because the roots will somehow go out better and spread. We want the roots to spread and to for the trees to be healthy." We got really healthy trees here today. If you could take a look at these. I got these at my local Agway, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. And this is needs to be pollinated. So if you have a little, I don't have a big piece of property here, but you can see I've got apple trees in the front here. Yeah, and I've got peach trees over there. But if you don't have that kind of space, what you want to do is, want to consider like what the boys are planting over there. They're planting that Italian plum that I have is self-pollinating, so it doesn't need a companion. This Japanese plum I'm planting does, so you have to have 2 for it to pollinate. But Rhonda said to me, "Go get a Q-tip and you can pollinate them." Well, Rhonda, you got a lot more faith in me than I have in myself.
I'm 6 kids. You're good at
right. I don't know. I made babies, but I don't think I can make plums. But anyhow, we're going to hope that it attracts bees and butterflies, and my favorite thing, birds. There's nothing like, and privacy. What a natural, wonderful way to have a border and add to privacy, add to the natural look. And we were asking the kids earlier, like, what are the benefits of trees? And Phoenix, who's not here, said, well, they're just beautiful. And I can't think of a better reason. On Earth Day, I hope that you're out there making this earth beautiful and adding to, good climate and good earth, good healthy living. And it's also good exercise, because they've been digging these holes and I have not touched it. A shovel. I've been doing supervising, that's important.
Boss
Bossing, whatever you want to call it. Yep. Yep. And so there they are. And over here we have the final step we have to do in planting our trees is making sure we get lots and lots and lots of water. We're going to need a lot of water for the first year. Unfortunately, today actually there was snow. I don't know what's going on, but there was a lot of snow up here in the Northeast. It's ridiculous, but it's supposed to be really warm and hot next week, probably in the 80s. So we're gonna make sure that we're watering for the first year. Water your fruit trees every day if you can. Okay? Oh, she found a worm. Yeah. So that's good. The good soil. That's a sign of good soil. The worms help work the soil. So it's also, trees are a good thing to hang bird feeders off of. Recently we all got together, we all made bird feeders, and that was a lot of fun. And actually bird houses. Did you have fun, Dorothy? Yeah, Dorothy had fun. We all had fun. We always have fun when we get together. Actually, we were having a barbecue today in the freezing cold, so we had hoped it was going to be a little nicer than this. But anyhow, so that's today. It's Earth Day. We're out here working. We're always out here doing something. We'll be back soon to see all of you. Yeah, maybe we'll make some bird feeders out of junk like I like to do. Always doing my part to, we all are, to make this a more sustainable life, okay? And thank you all for watching. Thank you to everybody who's been subscribing. We're so excited about that. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. We want you to be part of our community where we're living life a simple way. We're not doing all the fancy stuff. We're not there trying to impress anybody. We're trying to have the best natural, wholesome life possible. So if you want to learn tips on how to do that, then you just hit like, subscribe. You don't have to like it, but just please subscribe, because then you can see our videos all the time. And if you hit the bell, ding, you'll be notified, so you won't miss a thing. And we appreciate it, okay? And if you have any questions or about fruit trees and planting, I wish Elisa was out here. She's in there with the baby.
Here, I can share something she taught me today.
Laura's wants to share. What do you?
Elisa, this is coming from Elisa, but it's important, she says, this little nubby
Can you
thing.
see? Look in the camera.
Me?
Is it showing it?
No.
Oh.
No, come down. Come down. And there we are. Okay. Right here is a little flat part. Come on in closer, Mom. I won't bite you. Little flat part that Elisa says has to do with the way the tree was made from a clipping, probably. And this has to, number one, it can't be buried under the soil, and number two, it can't be facing the sun. It can't get in the sun. So we're going to cover this thing here while it grows. I don't know why that's important. That's something we have to ask Elisa, but when you're planting your tree, I never knew this. Don't let this nubby guy go under the ground. That's all. That's what I learned today. That and square holes.
Right. And Elisa today, she actually took some clippings off of an apple tree and she started them, and her whatever root starter she used, and she has 8 apple trees that have roots.
She taught me something else.
What did she?
She also taught me that if you take your sod, your grass, and you flip it upside down when you're replanting, that will turn it into compost. So that's a good way to reuse your sod.
Okay.
When you're planting.
That's good. All right, let's check in and see how the boys are doing. Let's see what they're doing over here, because they are busy working, and I want to give them credit where credit's due, because I haven't touched the shovel. How are you guys doing? Yeah, look at these boys hard at work. There you go. Backfilling. Nice. Nice. Good work. Nice, nice, nice. Love it. Okay, so there you have it. We learned some things. Dig a square hole. Don't let that nub get covered. Backfill with the regular dirt that came out with its original dirt. water it a lot. And if you're only going to plant one tree, make sure you get a self-pollinator and perhaps maybe a dwarf tree if you have a small space. If you don't, plant away. If you can plant a tree every year on Earth Day, woohoo, that's good. You are helping change. Every little bit helps, helping change the world we live in. And oh yeah, I also wanted to say, hey, if you want to see some photos of some of the stuff we do every day, because we're not gonna, sometimes we go on and on about, sometimes just a photo. A picture is 1,000 words. Check us out on Instagram and on Twitter and on our Facebook page, okay? And you can see some of the stuff we're working on behind the scenes. And we will get back to you soon. Well, there's Dorothy did a little dance. Okay, take care. Bye-bye, everyone.